Peace, love, and blessings, BareHand Tribe, YouTube. This is Eddie. We're back at y'all with another video, and I'm here to share with you all how we started a game dev studio with only $200. Whoa. Man, we got a lot to talk about. But I'm going to break it down for y'all. All right? So, whoo. Look at this right here. Bam. You know what this is? This is the sign from conventions, from the sign that we use at conventions. It's been through war. But man, I have to tell you, it's been quite the experience. Quite the experience. I never imagined that I would be here right now where I'm standing. And just sharing this experience with you all from where we started with just $200. I didn't even know how, with that money, I didn't know how it would happen. I was just a guy that just got laid off from his AAA game studio position as an animator. Just got laid off. I was in unfinished basement. You know, it was like pipes, hooks hanging from the ceiling, like water heater and boilers, like in the next, like, door right outside my door. Like, I called it the dungeon, by the way. And I was just in this basement, like, after the layoff and everything, with this little bit of money. And I said, what am I going to do? And I felt that calling. Like I explained in the other video, I felt the calling. That I was supposed to start BareHand, that we were supposed to start something based on our foundation in Yeshua, that we were supposed to start it. And I was like, God, how the heck am I going to do this? Like, I've never started a company before. I have $200 to my name. Where are we going to find a teammates? Like, these games take hundreds, if not thousands of people to make a game. And it's just me right now. I said, I prayed. The first thing I did, y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, and this isn't even, don't take me as religious. That word puts bad taste in my mouth. I'm not religious, okay? I have a relationship with the Creator, with God, with Yahweh. I have a relationship. There is a difference. All right. So I said, God, what am I going to do? Like, I don't want to do this by myself. I pray, do not let me do this on my own. Don't let me do this on my own. I need help because I know myself. And I said, I need resources. I said, I don't know where to get that. I need you to guide me to the resources, the money, the tools, the skills. Give me the skill sets that I'm lacking in. And I just knew that I was persistent. I knew that I was very driven. I had a lot of charisma. I had all these beautiful traits that I was created with at birth. Like, stuff that I said, okay, I do have that. And I'm very, very, like, goal driven. So I'm gonna go get it. I'm like, man, ain't nothing stopping me. Like, when I set my mind to a goal, I go for it. So I prayed, man, on those very specific details. I said, need a team, need money, resources, skills, and anything else. This one was important too. I said, anything else that I'm not aware of, that you are aware of, Creator. I said, bring it to my awareness. And I said, we are going to do this together. We are going to start this thing and we're going to finish it. I said, because God starts and finishes. God does not start something and does not finish it. It's been almost a decade, y'all, since this idea came into reality, like into like what it was being born, like it coming into conception. Like this, it's been years, and still to this day, moving forward. Still to this day, still holding on to the faith that I had when I started this thing. I said, I'm not gonna let money stop me from doing this. I said, that was the biggest thing for me of how I started too. I said, okay, prayer. Second thing, my faith. I said, I don't care how much money it's gonna take to make this thing or where I stand right now in my life. I said, man, I have the most awesome, infinite creator that has access to all possibilities. So I said, I can't lose, dog. Like, I can't lose. There's no way I could lose. So I said, my faith and prayer, and I went forward from there, y'all. Now let's check this out. God blessed me, y'all. Blessed me. All right. Check this out. It was just me when we started BareHand. All right. Boom. Fast forward the clocks. 2018 right here. I mean, I met these guys before then. I met Nick Biondi right here. He is the founding programmer of Seed. The very first programmer and main programmer on Seed. And I met him through a connection from the Christian Game Developers Conference from my brother Charlie. And Charlie told me that, hey, I know somebody, he's looking to work on some stuff. And yeah, I'm going to connect you two guys. Bam. Connect us through email. We got in a call and it was like, boom. Nick was like, I told Nick, I said, bro, I started a game dev studio off of my foundation in Yeshua. And I want to make games that's edifying. I want to make games that are fun. I want to make games that don't look like, and no offense. And this is just honestly like, and I'll tell you how Chris Carter got on board, because this is relevant. How he got on board and Nick. But let's just be honest, man. Let's be honest. When you see, and this is not to judge, like, but it's just reality. When you see Christian games, content from like religion or whatever it is, right? Like, honestly, for me, the quality has not been up there. It's not. And it's not something that anybody wants to play. Honestly, gamers, knowing us, we don't really care where, if the game is sharing someone's faith or not. People like, look, as long as the game is fun, as long as the game is awesome, I'll play it. So, with us, so let's go back. So I shared that first and foremost with Chris. Chris was one of the first teammates on BareHand. And I told Chris, I said, yo, brother, I have a vision. I started a company, and that vision is to create stuff that is freaking awesome, like mainstream, but has a foundation in our faith. I said, none of the stuff that, I said, the stuff we've been seeing, and we had this conversation for days, hours, about how, the content, even before starting BareHand, how the content from Christian games or religious, quote unquote, religious games were just not good. It just wasn't awesome. And me and Chris, we're all for epic. Like, we're all for over the top. So we were just like, man, we want to make something over the top that's epic, that has a foundation in our faith. And when I shared this vision with Chris, he said, bro, I'm in. He was like, I'm in, bro. He was like, when do we get started? What's the ideas? And I told him, and I literally told Chris, I said, man, I just have an idea with like a golem and a huge like large skyscraper sized or like huge golem, and then small golems. And we just went from there. But when I told Chris about that, it was over. That's how the same thing, that's how it happened with Nick too. Like when Charlie, my man Charlie, set up a call with Nick and I, and when I told Nick about the idea of BareHand and what quality we would stand for and what type of games we wanted to make, he was in. Mind you guys, started with $200, okay? But when you have a vision, it doesn't matter. Especially you, just off of a vision, you can get teammates. And you have to be willing to share that vision with people. You can't be scared of sharing it. You have to be willing to share that vision to people, to get people excited about it, on board, and wanting to work with you, you know? Where they may be in a position in life where maybe they're working, and on their evenings, they want to work on this vision. On weekends, they want to work on this vision. They don't even want money up front. You know? That's honestly how we got here to PAX. Okay? Like both of these guys right here, both of them put countless hours into the project without any pay because they believed in the vision. And also, ultimately, our relationship with God was they wanted to make something with a team that was centered around that. And just off of that, we teamed up. I didn't have $100K salary to pay Nick. I didn't have that type of money to pay Chris either. Okay? But we did it. We got started. All right? So, oh yeah, and this right here, this guy, I apologize, I don't remember your name, but I love you. You're awesome. Like, this is one of the people who showed up at PAX. One of our community members. He came and he was just like, yo, I believe in what you guys are doing. Like, this is awesome. Can I get a picture? We like, of course, man, come through. Like, you know, took a picture with him. And like I said, I never imagined, y'all. I never imagined that, like, it turning out the way that it did with this. Okay? Like, articles. This is from 𝐏𝐥𝐚𝐲 Montreal International Game Summit. You know, freaking different audiences, you know, up in Canada. You know what I mean? This is from PAX again. All right. This right here is you know, one of our awesome apprentices, Darius. You know, shout out to Darius. And you know, he has visions and he wanted to help create stories and stuff. And us with BareHand, and we met him because of this. Okay. And we met him. We told him like, yo, come through at PAX. Like, you're going to be able to meet all type of people. You want to create stories. And he draws. He's a concept artist. So we said, all right, you want to get into this industry. You want to help people create stories. Come with us to PAX. You're going to meet all types of game companies. Like, this is your chance to do that. Okay. All of this, y'all, just from $200 and a vision. And he wanted to help us out too. Came through, helped out at the booth. Okay. Right here is Manny. My man Manny. You know how I met my man Manny? Shout outs to Manny. I met Manny through Anna. My homie Anna. My gate sister, which is from a story that we lived in a residency, which I found out through starting this whole thing, where I contributed 8 hours a week in exchange for housing. So I met her, and I was in a youth program where I met Darius, and she was doing like, I think like a tech program. It was robotics, I think, like after school or like weekend robotics. And Manny, right here, Manny, he was coming to that to help out because he was a programmer. She told Manny about us, and Manny was like, I need to meet this guy. I need to meet him. And did the introduction. Manny came to the studio. I told him the vision. He was like, bro, I want to do this. I want to work on this. And I was like, yo, man, like, we'd love to have you, brother. Another brother in Christ and Yeshua that believed in the vision of creating something from our foundation in Yeshua. He wanted to be a part of that. Okay? Y'all, I'm telling you. And I have endless pictures, content like this. Like, endless stories, y'all. Like, it's crazy. We got newspaper articles, all type of stuff. So, starting a company from $200, starting a game dev studio. That's how we did it. All right. So I'll just go over that again. First thing I did was pray. You know, I was very specific. Now, maybe you're someone that does not pray. Maybe you're someone that you write things down. Okay. But be very specific. Speak it out. Say, all right, I need this, 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 and this. And I have this, 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 and this. Okay. Second thing is my faith. Okay. My faith in Yahweh. Like I said, once again, you may not believe in God, and you know, you still have to have faith in what you're doing. Faith in who you are and how you were made. Because whether you like it or not, you came from two people that got characteristics and traits, and when they came together and there's a union, they made you, and you got these characteristics and things and traits and all that, all from the lineages of both people, and out came you. Okay? So whatever you got to have faith in that, and you got to have faith in something bigger than you. Whether it be a vision of, you know, making the funnest game, or whether it be a vision of making something that is going to give people lasting, like, benefits, you know, teach a lesson, or give something of substance for somebody to really carry with them outside of the game, or whatever it is your vision is. But you have to have faith in something bigger than you, because ultimately, whatever it is that's bigger than you, more than likely, there's a lot of people that need to be served in that place. And you have to come from a place of service to where you're like, I want to serve in this space. And this is where I'm going to stick with that. And the ultimate goal is to serve in that. And you stick with it, especially it being something you're passionate about. Because when the hard times come through, you're going to stick with it because you're passionate and you know that the ultimate goal of serving is important. So that's how we started a game dev studio off of $200, y'all. We still here. We're still moving forward. We made so much progress. We have something playable right now. It's a prototype. We have proof of concept. We have a lot of people that have played it, enjoyed it, had fun. We built so many relationships. So much has been accomplished, and we are still finishing this game. So I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share our channel with people, you know, that maybe they're trying to start something. You know, maybe they have a calling to start something and they don't believe they can do it because they don't have $200,000 or $1 million or whatever. And they're like, man, it's out of the cards. That's not true. Okay? So I'll catch y'all later. Peace, love, and blessings. We out.